Have you tried all the new beers from Tesco? Are you bored of them yet? Are you looking for new supermarket beer? Well, maybe I've just found it. This is a new beer from Northern Monk, available exclusively, well, it's probably available from Northern Monk Direct, but Morrisons supermarket have now stocking this for £3. This is a Northern Monk, Mangoes On With The Faith. But what's it going to be like? Check out the review to find out. Welcome back to Rocker's Beer Review. Today we're introducing a new beer just released in Morrisons. Unfortunately, all we know is that there's this one new beer in Morrisons. I'm sure they're going to have a new range coming in. You know, half a dozen beers compete with the likes of Tesco or their new beers. But this is a Northern Monk beer. It is part of it's a Twist Edition beer, and it is Mangoes On With Faith. Lovely looking artwork there. I think that's another stunning artwork. And it says Northern Monk and Drew Millward. And Drew Millward is the artist who got involved in this. He's done a few things, I think, for some of the patrons projects. But this is obviously a mango pale ale, and it's obviously Twist Edition, and it's obviously got Faith in it, so it's obviously based on the Faith pale ale that, you know, is a real stable pale ale, really good pale ale. But this one's obviously got more mango in it. But in terms of the hops, we've got Citra and Mosaic. So there doesn't seem to be any sort of extra mango or anything in here. Certainly doesn't say that anywhere in the ingredients. Just having a quick check. No, I don't see any sort of mango flavourings or anything like that. It has got lactose in it, so which is it has. No, actually, I'll tell a lie. Mango puree and lactose. So this could be a real thick mango-y sort of beer. I'm having a feeling it's going to be a bit like the Mangoes on the Run beer, which we had special Halloween. If you're new to the channel, you haven't seen that, and you fancy a bit of a laugh, yeah, I dress up, put some makeup on, and I do a Halloween-themed review, and it's this Mango Mariana, I think it was called. Can't remember what it's called, but check it out on my channel. You know, it's a short little video, and it's a bit weird. A lot of people were a little bit disturbed by it. But that certainly was a big mango beer, and I'm expecting this to be very similar. Obviously, it's got lactose in it, it's got mango in it. It's going to be very mango flavoured, isn't it? Let's get this beer into a glass and see what it's going to be really like. I'm not sure if it's going to be, you know, have a lot of sour element to it. Sometimes you can get these, but, I mean, pouring it out, look at the colour of that. That is bright orange. It's almost like pure gold, that very, very orangey, very dark orange. The head, we've got two fingers of head, and it's even the head is sort of got an orange tinge to it. You can see this round here, that they're sort of almost like probably the orange puree is almost stuck around the head, which is a bit unsure, bit weird, bit strange, but it's very pretty. It's a pretty looking beer, very, very orangey. Let's get some aromas. Yeah, it smells like pineapple. Only joking. Guess what? It smells like mango. It's very big on the mango. Really, really big, tropical, big mango sort of aroma there. But it does have that sort of element where you can tell that it's got added mango, opposed to, you know, we get lots of beers which have got, even beers with Citra Mosaic in them, and other hops that have very much a mango aroma. And you don't necessarily need to put any mango puree in it, but they've decided to do that to really amp up the mango. I think it looks absolutely stunning. It smells really, really tropical. Let's see what it tastes like, shall we? Cheers, everyone. Yeah, I mean, it tastes really, really big on the mango flavours. There is that sort of element. It's like there's not really any sourness on there, but when you first taste it, you think, oh, this is going to be like a sour beer, or it's going to be like a ghost, which is, again, has a little bit of other, sort of has that sort of coriander sort of flavour, and sometimes a little bit of saltiness in there. This hasn't got any of that in there, but for me, it's a nice beer. It's certainly fruity, very, you taste a lot of fruit in this beer. and I think it's a bit overkill. You know, it's like a pale ale with mango flavour, and then they've just amped it up a little bit. But by amping it up, they've put that sort of mango flavour that just almost makes it taste less like a beer and more like an alcopop. And I've got to admit, it's not doing it for me as much. It doesn't taste like a nice pale ale. It tastes like an alcoholic mango fruit drink, which, you know, some people might like that. But for me, it's just too artificial. I mean, the head there, I've just poured the rest of it out, and the head's literally disappearing. It is like a fruit drink, which is alcoholic. Alcohol-wise, 5.4%. I still think I would prefer to drink the standard Faith. I mean, it's a fantastic pale ale. It's a really good pale ale. Even Order of the Faith, which is another twist on it, I think. Even some of the newer stuff that we had. What was the one we had recently? The one from the Tesco one. That was a sort of spin on Faith as well. But this to me is almost like a too fruity. I love Northern Monk. I think that they do really great beers. The supermarket beers are really stunning. But I remember our last video, I said, oh yeah, I don't think I've had a bad supermarket beer from Northern Monk. But after I recorded that, I thought, well, actually, I have had one. And we had one that was was it a guava and mango or guava and passion fruit and guava? It was I can't even remember it off the top of my head. I can't remember. It was a fruity beer. And it was the big characteristic of it was there was loads and loads of sediment in it, so it almost looked like a snow globe. And I've reviewed it on the channel, so check out the channel if you want to check out one of the other videos on the channel. It's on there. If you type in Northern Monk, I'm trying to think what it was called. I apologise for not remembering what it's called. But it was a Northern Monk beer that was very sort of in a green had a green sort of can to it, similar to this but with more green on it. And it was a guava and, I think it was guava and passion fruit, or it might have been guava and, I think it was guava and mango. Guava and something anyway. And it was very fruity and had lots of bits in it, but it was, again, artificially fruity. I mean, look at this beer now. That, to me, looks like a ghost beer or like a sour beer. You know, there's no head on there. It's so dark in terms of the orangey colour. It's not like a pale ale. And when I drink it, yes, it's mango, it's tropical, it's juicy. But there is this slight artificial taste in it. And you can't get away from that. It doesn't taste quite right. It does taste like someone's taken a beer and put a fruit cordial in it. Not really what I want from a beer. I don't want that artificial taste. I still want to feel like I'm drinking beer, even if it's got a slight... If you've got tropical or citrus and other fruit flavours to it, I still want to feel that I know it's a beer. But with this, it's like a mango pop, mango smoothie. And it's a little bit artificial. I think I've tasted enough and I've rattled on enough. So let's get some scores. Okay, the scores are in for Mangoes On With Faith. Mangoes On With Faith. Why don't I say Mangoes On With the Faith or Keep the Faith with Mango? Mangoes On With Faith. It just doesn't make sense. It's a lovely looking can artwork. Obviously this by Drew Millard. Looks great, looks stunning. You see it on the show, you think, yeah, I'm going to try that. Looks really good. It's big on the mangoes. What else can I say, really? But let's go through the scores. First things first. When I first opened it and poured it in, I thought, yeah, it's got a big mango aroma. But that's it. It's just mango. And, you know, when you've got mango puree in a beer, that's what you're going to expect. You know, you're not drinking you're not having a great blend of hops that are hops at the end of the day in a beer that gives off this mango aroma. That is, to me, is more interesting and better. But the fact is, you've got a beer and you've stuck loads of mango puree in it. Of course it's going to smell like mango. You'd be surprised if it doesn't, really. So I think it's a nut. It certainly smells nice, smells inviting, smells fruity, smells that tropical mango. You know, there's nothing, you can't take the fact away that it does what it says on the tin. It's a mango beer, and that's exactly what it is. I'm giving it a 12 for a, let me just check that. Yeah, 12 for aroma. Appearance-wise, well, apart from the head literally disappearing, that is the most orangey sort of beer that you can get. I mean, that is really stunningly a lovely coloured beer. That is a lovely coloured beer. You can't take that away from it. Yes, but you know, it's got mango in it and it's got lactose in it, and that gives it the body a little bit and gives it that real nice, bright, shiny orange colour. You can't take points away from it again, because again, it's nice and orangey because of the mango puree, but I'm giving it an 8. This is where the scores go down a bit, flavour-wise. To me, it doesn't taste like a beer. It hasn't got the sour element. It's not sour like a sour beer. For me, it's more like a ghost beer. Although you don't have that sort of, you don't really have any of that saltiness or the coriander sort of flavour that you sometimes get with that. It's all a very, to me, it tastes very artificial. Summing it up in one word, artificial. You know, I mean, I'd probably say mango actually, if I summed it up in one word. It's very much like a beer that you've put mango puree in it. The mouthfeel is nice. But it's just so mango. It's just mango, and it doesn't taste like fresh mango. As I said before, the hops, you can get mango flavours from the combination of hops, and usually Citra Mosaic, which this has got in it, is enough, but they've just amped it up a little bit, but made it taste artificial. It's the sort of beer that I'm glad I've tried, but I won't try again because it's almost too sweet, and I keep saying it's too sweet and artificially mango. It's like, you know, we're making this beer, so there's no hesitation that it tastes like mango, but it ruins it. It ruins the fact that this is a twist on Faith, which is a really stunning pale ale, and I think they've ruined it. So I'm giving it 30 for flavour. Yes, it does what it says on the tin. It's got mango with flavour, and that's exactly what it is, but it's literally a one-trick pony. Value for money, well, again, you know, it's a pale ale, 5.4%, £3 from a supermarket. It's pretty good value, isn't it? I've got to give it 8 out of 10 for value. Overall experience, though, and again, I'm knocking points off for this because I don't think I'd want to drink another one of these. I'm not even sure I really want to drink the rest of this one. To me, it just tastes wrong. It doesn't taste like beer. It tastes like a mango-flavoured fruit juice drink. And there's not much beer. There is a slight bit of bitterness on the back end, really. But it's just sort of just mango. It's not subtle in any way. There's no other flavours really coming into it. And I don't really like it. I don't like these sort of beers. They just don't do it for me. I wouldn't want to drink more than one, so I'm giving it just 10 for overall experience. So we top those scores up, and it seems like a while, but this is a 68 out of 100. It's a Bon Jovi beer. It's very much by the numbers. It's very much what it says on the tin, you know, Bon Jovi rock band. They are a rock band. This is a pale ale, a mango pale ale, which is a mango beer, a mango flavoured drink. That's what it is, you know. I'm disappointed by this. Northern Monk, I think you should stick to your IPAs and your double dry hopped IPAs and just make pale ales as they should be. You know, don't put stuff in them. I haven't really mentioned much about the lactose. I think that just gives it a little bit more body. I'm getting to the point now where if I see lactose in a beer, certainly a pale or an IPA with lactose in it, it concerns me. I don't think there's need for it. I really don't. I can understand lactose in a stout, but not really in an IPA or a pale ale. If you want to make it thicker, more creamier, you don't need lactose. Just use oats. Just use more oats. That's all you're going to do. Simple. So 68. Disappointed with that. It's the worst Northern Monk beer I've had for a while, actually. Yes, it's available in supermarkets. Let's hope Morrisons are going to get more new beers in. You know, we're bound to get some more beers from North Brewing. We've got to get some more beers from North. Maybe they'll do another beer from Northern Monk as well, part of this one. What else is good? What else is good there? I don't know. Maybe Kirstall Brewery. There's another one that they seem to get into Morrisons because they're a Leeds based. So I'm looking forward to some new beers in Morrisons. Not this one though. So hope you enjoyed that video. Let me know if you've tried this. Have you seen this one yet in your local Morrisons? Give it a try. Tell me what you think of it in the comments below. And until the next one, keep on rocking.